Hello from Gardening at Douentza here in Ireland, and I have a very short video for you today. It's to do with orchids, and it's to do with getting pests off my orchids, which you see behind me. Specifically, we're talking scale. So I am going to use this neem oil to help in the battle against scale on my plants. Now, I've used many things. I've used a systemic pesticide, which hasn't worked. I've used bleach, which hasn't worked. I've used isopropyl alcohol, which hasn't worked. So I imagine what I have is a rather resistant strain of scale. And they say that you shouldn't persist with using the same thing constantly. It's a sign of stupidity, isn't it, to just always do the same thing and expect a different result. So to mix and match, and this time what I'm doing is I'm trying neem oil, and I'm going to try it for 5 weeks, spray my plants with it, and hopefully that'll help me on the way. Okay, let's do it. So we're outside today where I am going to spray these plants. You need to spray when it isn't too sunny hot, and there's no danger of that today because we have some very wet weather. So what I'm going to need is the neem oil, some washing up liquid, a measuring spoon, a little cup for mixing, a little knife to actually stir, a jug, another jug, some warm water in the form of the kettle, and some cold water. Okay, so we're going to make up 3 litres of neem oil. This is my second week of applying the neem oil, and whether or not it's getting rid of the bugs, it certainly seems to be. It's certainly making the leaves shinier and better looking. See in here how I have some evidence of that terrible scale. So the first thing I'm going to do is mix up 3 litres of warm water. So I will check my measuring jug, and this is the cold water here. I'm going to mix it in this jug here. Okay. And now we need some warm water, which I've warmed in the kettle. The jug, of course, is in fluid ounces, which just makes it difficult. Okay, so I have the correct quantity of water here in this jug, and it's just kind of tepid. Now what I'm going to do is to mix up my solutions. It's 5 mils or 1 teaspoon per litre. So with the washing up liquid, I'm going to measure out 15 mils, which is 3 of these little spoons. 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm going to put a drop of water in here from my jug, just really a little drop, and mix it round. Now I'm going to shake my neem oil and add 3 spoons of this. And this stuff smells absolutely gorgeous. I think they use it in shampoos and all kinds of great things like that because it smells so good. So we have that in here. Just mix it around and it turns a white colour. And now I'm just going to put a little bit more water in and just mix it a bit further. So now we have a yummy milky substance. Don't drink it though. And it's nicely homogenized, and I'm just going to tip this in here into the warm water. I'm just taking a bit here like that, just to make sure I have everything out of the cup and off the spoon. And now we're just going to give this a good mix. Okay, so we have my jug of mixture, and I'm now going to put it into my sprayer, which is this device here. And you may notice that my jumper is wet, and that's because it's actually raining here. I've put an umbrella up here to just kind of protect the orchids, because I don't want the rain to wash the mixture off of them after I go to the trouble of spraying it on. Now I have this big sprayer that takes a max of 5 litres, which is great. So we are going to put this soup-like mixture in here. It smells lovely still. In fact, the neem oil, before you put the washing up liquid in it, really does smell gorgeous. I think it's used in soaps and things as well as shampoo, and I certainly would have no problem putting a diluted form on my skin. Okay, so now we're going to put the lid onto the sprayer, and then there's a way to pump this up, which I'm doing now, so that I can spray my plants. Okay, so the first plant I'm going to spray is this one. This is Francis Fox, which has recently been divided, and I divided a lot of my big plants just so that I'd be better able to deal with those little devilish pests. And now I'm going to just spray her. And sorry about the mad angles, but it is raining and I don't want to put everything in the rain, including the camera, so this is the way we have to do it. So giving it a good coating, including the mixture down below, and we will say that Frances is now done. She can go over there. And now next up is Coastal Sunrise, which also got downsized recently. Good spray. Including the mixture, and I think basically you get the idea. Mossy eye, a small one. Well, it's small now. I have 4 mossy eye now since I downsized my big plant, and hopefully we can get to grips with the scale. They've all got new growths though. Can you see them? New growth. And the last one, because I'm getting very wet, is Bob Betts. Bob also downsized recently, and very sorry to anyone. I promised a division of Bob too, because I'm not prepared to sell anyone a division of a plant that has scale, so you'll have to wait. Also, Bob is the devil to divide, as anyone who's read my book will have seen. Cattleya Bob Betts. Okay, and that is how I spray my orchids for neem oil, which I'll continue to do every 5 to 7 days for 5 weeks. This is the 6th day, the second time I've done it, and yeah, choose a better day than this. The orchids aren't getting wet, but I certainly am. See my poor shoulder. So with that in mind, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you'll check back for more orchid and other videos. And I certainly hope it's a lot sunnier wherever you are. Bye!